everybody, it's me, John Ward, and I am back with another Dark Park Film Reviews. And today we are finally going to be looking at some new Dollar Tree DVDs. Unfortunately, no Blu-ray, and I got 10. That's what I like, 10. And I went around, all around, found 9, and then my friend Paul over at Indie Film Cafe sent me a film that he had doubles, and I really liked the cover, and he said, hey, I'll send it to you. So that makes 10. And because he did get it at Dollar Tree, I did not, but it still counts because it's from Dollar Tree. So I really appreciate that, and I'll point that one out when I get to it. I don't know what Dollar Tree is waiting for. It really is like I find one video or two videos, DVD, maybe a Blu-ray, and that's it. So I don't know if they're waiting for sometime in September to put out more movies. I mean, we're only a few days into September, but maybe they'll put out a lot more towards the end because of October and Halloween. I don't know. But man, I mean, it's Dollar Tree was so different a while back, and now they're just not. But I was able to get 10, and so let's get started. So this is definitely a mixed bag, and yeah, that I'm happy with these, even though I don't know a lot of them. I know some of them, but not all of them. And we're going to start off with a film that I thought was horrible. Maybe if I rewatch it, I might enjoy it in a bad way. But yeah, this is one of those films where it's like somebody came up with this idea, and it probably would have made a better short film than a feature film. And that is the movie. And I remember them promoting the crap out of this, especially for like previews and stuff like that. The film is Countdown. I'm actually glad I found it, but I just remember it being really bad. So it says death. Oh, actually, it's with a question mark. Death. There's an app for that. Got some crap on the box here. There we go. I like the cover. This is from Universal. But I do remember that maybe it was Universal who put out the app, or maybe somebody just made up the app for it, which would tell like when you would die and would have a countdown, and that's how they made the movie. Or Universal put the app out because of the movie. I'm not sure, but I think I remember there was an app where you could type in like your birth date or something, and it would tell you how long you have to live. Like I said, I just don't know if it was because of this movie or if this movie is because of that app. I'm not sure. Here's its side. Got its back here. Wow, it's Universal, and there's absolutely no special features listed. I just remember this movie being so dumb. I know at times you got to give things a second chance. So I don't know. Luckily, it's only an hour and 31 minutes. PG-13. That may be one reason why I didn't like it. Why is it PG-13? Let's see if I can make this out here. Terror, violence, bloody images, suggestive material, language, and traumatic. I'm guessing that's events. Yeah, I think that's traumatic events. This is not a good review. Jump scares are around every corner. sort of the Los Angeles Times. Jump scares are what critics criticize all the time. It's a cheap scare, like a cat jumping out of a cupboard, or a horn honking, or something like that. They're just made to make the audience jump, but they're not good things. So it's funny that that's on here, because that's normally what critics criticize. Because this is so bad, let's see. When a young nurse downloads an app that claims to predict exactly when a person is going to die, it tells her she only has 3 days to live. With time ticking away and death closing in, she must find a way to save her life before time runs out. And I think that's our nurse right there. Such a boring box. Or disc, I mean. It's such a boring disc. I mean, they could have put something like that on the disc to make it more interesting. But, okay. So now, the next one here is a documentary, but I think it's one of those ones that's Spanish, but the film is actually in English. And it's called Ferrari Race to Immortality. There we go. Maybe I should take a little sip of water here. Mouth is feeling a little dry. So it's all in Spanish, and then it's got its English title down here. I did enjoy that film. I think, what's it? Ferrari. No, is it Ford versus Ferrari? I think it's the title of it. One with Brad Pitt. So I like that, and so I thought I would pick up this. But yeah, everything is in Spanish, so I wouldn't be able to tell you anything. It does say, I can make that out, additional material. It does say something, probably some sort of, I don't know, actually. I have no idea what that says. This is from 2017. It's also Universal. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I can tell you about this. I just know it's a documentary on Ferrari. So I figured I'd pick it up. I like documentaries. And I did enjoy the film with Brad Pitt and I think it's Brad Pitt. You know what? We're going to look this up. Brad Pitt and Christian Bale? Sorry, we're going to take 2 seconds here to look this up. No, Matt Damon. I'm sorry, Matt Damon and Christian Bale. What am I thinking of with Brad Pitt in a car? But yeah, Ford versus Ferrari. It's a good film. But yeah, Matt Damon and Christian Bale, not Brad Pitt. So, okay, so there we go. I corrected myself, so then you don't have to correct me down in the comments. I'm learning. The next movie I've never heard of, but I got it for one actor. It is a Western, and I got it for Robert Carradine. It's called The Marshal. And Robert Carradine is the first one here in the credits, but that is not Robert Carradine. Got its back here. So I'm guessing Robert Carradine is not the Marshal. Looks like Ken Arnold is. That's Robert Carradine right there. Special features are the making of the Marshal. Since Robert Carradine's in it, is anybody else in this? That's a lot of people in it, but Johnny Crawford got the and credit as William S. Hart. So it's ITN, not rated. 2019. So But since Carradine must be the biggest name in this, they put his name first, but they're going to show Ken Arnold on here. So there you go. This is the film that Paul sent me. I thought the cover looked great. And I'm like, ooh, I must have that. And he goes, well, I have a double. I will mail it to you. And he did. So thank you, Paul. I really appreciate that. It is a Shudder original. And please go check out Indie Film Cafe, man. There are hundreds of videos there. I'm part of Indie Film Cafe, so I do my own videos called Reviews After Midnight. Those come out like once a month at the beginning of the month. And I'm part of the end of the month haul. And then I also do random reviews with Jonathan. Jonathan and I have our own thing that we do on Mondays. It's right now we're taking a break. It was end of the season, called Horror Film Lovers, and that will be back probably at some point, maybe next year. For it, we just have to figure out more movies to do. So go over and check it out. Horror Film Cafe, Indie Film Cafe has its own YouTube page, and Horror Film Lovers, I believe, has its own YouTube page also. You can also find their videos down in the playlist. I always save them, so you could just look through there and find them too. But they're fun. They're fun. So give their YouTube, channel, a shot. So the film that I got here, like I said, a YouTuber. It's a Shudder original, and it's called Monstrum. And it says stream your fears, Shudder. Oh, the 30-day trial stickers on it. I've never heard of this movie. I've never seen it. We got its side. We got its back. Got its jacket, which is nice. So it looks like it's a period piece. I didn't think it was because I just saw the front cover. So it looks like it might be Asian. Oh yeah, it's definitely Asian. 2018, not rated. So I didn't know. I thought maybe it was a monster in the woods type of thing, or something like that, just from judging from the cover. But looking at the back, no, it's yeah, it's a period piece. So that's interesting. No special features are listed. So inside, we got the Shudder little insert that we always get. And then see, I like that with the disc. And it's just the front, but it's a cool picture. So once again, thanks, Paul. I appreciate it. And now I have enough Shudder films that I've started like a shelf of all of these that I find at Dollar Tree. So, or in this case, Paul finds a Dollar Tree and mails it to me. The next one is The Guest, which is really good. And this is from Adam Weingard, who also did Blair Witch, the third Blair Witch film, which I did a video on, a deconstruction of that. I am a fan of that film. I looked at 3 different films that did not do well and that I liked. And what did we do? We did a Blair Witch. We did Rings. Oh, and The Grudge, the new Grudge. So I did all 3 of those, and I enjoyed all 3 of those. So kind of looking at them, trying to figure out why people didn't like them. I did. But this is from the creators of Your Next, which is really good. And here's its side. I do recommend The Guest, so if you find it, pick it up. Bonus features are deleted scenes, Q&A with Dan Stevens, and feature commentary with the writer and director. So, yeah, I really like this. Oh. Oh, it's like a thing about Blu-ray and HD TV. and then films that are on Blu-ray. So that went right there. There's the inside. Our next one is also a film that I really enjoyed, but I wish this person would not get as much publicity as she's gotten. Um, I mean, I know that there's the homemade, porn tape that she made, and then she's been in some just really bad B like action movies and stuff, which I don't get. I haven't seen any of those. Haven't seen the porn either. Um, oh, did I not make that obvious? Um, and but this is the film about her, and it is a good movie, and it's called I, Tonya, and it's Margot Robbie plays I, Tonya, and it is certified fresh with Rotten Tomatoes, if that means anything to you. Um, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. I just wish Tonya Harding wouldn't get the publicity that she does because I don't think she deserves it for what she did. So, um, so let's see. Bonus features are deleted scenes, behind the scenes, and audio commentary with the director and trailers. Universal again. They got in. I guess Universal's just been sending the movies. Let's see. So it's rated R, and that's for uh, uh, persuasive language, violence, and some sexual content / nudity. But it is a good film. I would say the only good thing that Tonya Harding has ever done is her porn, but that's not even worth watching because it wasn't very good. So, just like all of these celebrity porns, they're not very good. You watch them and then you kind of end up going, oh, okay, yay, big deal. The next one I was excited about because this is the basically pure flicks version of like John Wick. Or Paul pointed out, it was either Paul or Jonathan who pointed out during our haul that it sounds more like Taken. But the trailer that I watched for it definitely made it seem more like John Wick, even though it's about his daughter being kidnapped. And so this I'm excited. And this will sit right next to my Blu-ray God Is Not Dead. They stopped putting numbers on them, so I have no idea what number the God Is Not Dead that I have. But it's Beckman. Or Beckman. There's no E, there's an A. So this is it's I want to get his initials right. David A.R. White. It also has William Baldwin in it. Jeff Fahey, Burt Young. So yeah, so this is it, I was excited for this because I saw the trailer for it. And I went, oh, I want to see that, but I'm not willing to spend my money on PureFlex. And of course, since this guy's got to rip everything off, this is his John Wick or Taken. So I'm excited about that. Oh yeah, this will also go by my Left Behind series. I have the one with Cage that's on Blu-ray, and then I have the 3 movies that are in a pack with Kirk Cameron in them. Surprisingly, I like the one with Kirk Cameron, all 3, because Satan's in all 3 of those. I like those better than the Nicolas Cage one, which does not have Satan in it. So, but it's funny is, so this cover It says David A.R. White. Well, that's him. Then it says Jeff Fahey, him. And then William Baldwin, him. Burt Young, her. They couldn't put a picture. I guess they said, even though this is a Christian movie, technically, I guess. Yeah, it is made by Pure Flix Entertainment, not rated. Universal again. Universal must have shipped Dollar Tree some movies. Does it say how long it is? Hour 37 minutes. I guess they just didn't want to. Yeah, there's Burt Young back there. It looks like he's standing in front of a storage locker. So I guess they just didn't want to put him up here because they wanted a girl up here. So, a mission of vengeance. We got its back here. So according to Movie Guide, this is high octane action, story, and faith. Bonus features are feature commentary with writer, director, and executive producer and star David A.R. White. There's also the making of Beckman, faith and hope amidst the storm, and Beckman bloopers. He was yelling there. He's pissed. See what this one is about. Aaron Beckman is finished, done with a life lived in the shadows of a cruel gun for hire. Now his soul cries out for healing, peace, forgiveness, and grace. In desperation, he appeals to the church and is welcomed by an ailing pastor like a long-lost son. However, his journey towards salvation is cut short when his adoptive daughter is kidnapped by a deranged cult leader named Reese. Blinded by rage, Beckman sets off on a dangerous rescue mission and is forced to revert back to his old violent ways. See, John Wick. But the daughter got kidnapped, so taken. So he's taken two great movies and combining them into one. The only thing he remember it in time to say what? Oh, I'm skipping an entire line. The only thing that can stop Beckman's rampage is his faith. But will he remember it in time to save his soul? This I do want to watch. So I do have my little section of like Christian type movies, which I do enjoy watching for all the wrong reasons. The next one is, I heard this was awful, but the effects look great. And it is Immortal Wars from the filmmakers of The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. I believe it's based on a series of books, maybe like like young reader books, like young adult books. Let's see if this is Universal again. So they got in just a whole shipment, like a box of Universal movies. So Peter Jackson presents. So he produced this. Christian Rivers directed it. Yeah, Universal, PG-13, 2 hours, 8 minutes. Hugo Weaving is in it. Oh, Stephen Lang. but I've heard it's just bad. I don't know. I'll have to check it out. I guess we won't get any more books. Bonus features include Welcome to London. In this 5-part behind the scenes look, filmmakers reveal the secrets behind the ambitious undertaking of putting an entire city on wheels. You also get End of the Ancients, director commentary, In the Air, and more. Yeah, I just remember this thing tanking. So one day. The next one is a film that I have seen and I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. It's light comedy and I enjoyed it. I like who's in it. And that's The Intern, which is basically, you know, old Robert De Niro getting a job with young people at Google who don't take him seriously because he's old. I am 55 and I can use Google just fine. So it's a Nancy Meyers film. That's a good thing. I like Nancy Meyers. She's made some good movies. So we got De Niro and Hathaway, who's always good. Experience never gets old. Oh, it's on the back of a laptop. Apple. Got to promote Apple, I guess. This is surprisingly Warner Brothers and not Universal. Includes learning from experience. Director Nancy Meyers and the cast discuss bridging the generation gap in a thoughtful, humorous way. From the director of It's Complicated, which was good. The Holiday, never saw it. Something's Gotta Give, which was good. She wrote and directed this. Oh, Rene Russo's also in PG-13. Wow, it's long. 121 minutes. Okay. And our last one is a collection. It's got 3 movies on it, and it says Double Echo. I've never seen any of the movies on here. I just picked it up because it has 3 movies on it. Figured why not. It says they have nothing left to lose, and then there's includes 2 bonus movies, All Things to All Men and Heist. So let's see. This is Echo Bridge. And of course, there's no double features listed. I'm sorry, not double features. There's no special features listed. Do not recognize anybody who directed these. There's another film called Heist by David Mamet, which is not this. I do not recognize anybody in the movies. Well, all things to all men, Rufus Sewell, Gabriel Byrne. Heist doesn't list anybody. The credits are too small. I can't read it. Double Echo, 89 minutes, not rated. All Things to All Men is 84 minutes, not rated. Heist is 92 minutes, not rated. That one, it actually gives the reasons why it's not rated. It says violence, profanity, adult situations, nudity. The other ones do not tell you. Okay, so let's take a look inside. So it's a double disc. And we got double echo on one disc here. And then All Things to All Men and Heist are on this one here. Like her. Is she on the back or anything? No. No. Oh, she's on the front up here. So, all right, that's it. So to recap, we got the triple feature here of Double Echo, All Things to All Men and Heist. The Intern, harmless fun, just enjoyable comedy, you know. Mortal Engines, which at some point I'll have to watch. I'm curious of why it bombed so bad. Beckman. So from Pure Flix, their version of John Wick and or Taken. I, Tonya. The Guest, which I really enjoyed. The film Paul sent me, Monstrum. Shudder. The Marshal. Robert Carradine. A Ferrari documentary, Ferrari Race to Immortality. And Countdown. So, I don't know. Maybe, like I said, maybe on the second viewing. I don't know. It's written and directed by Justin Deck, so I have no idea what else he has done. But why not? All right, so that's it. That is it for this video. So thank you very much for continuing to support and to watch. I really do appreciate it. Work is getting done, writing is getting done, and I'm hopefully going to get some stuff done by the end of the year. And we'll see what happens. As we film, I am going to see about having somebody do some behind the scenes stuff, and then I'll post that during some downtime. I kind of like to film. I kind of like to film in consecutive days. So it would probably be after those days are shot for like AXEMAS 3 and 4 or Delete. And which Delete could actually be considered to be one of these types of movies if it was made into a feature. So hopefully it's better. But I could put those up on the YouTube channel. So take a look at those. All right, everybody. Thank you. I appreciate it. Please be safe and be kind. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.